Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into an amazing what-if question. What if ancient Egypt, the land of the pharaohs and the pyramids, had conquered the world? Let's imagine how history could have been completely different if Egypt had ruled over everyone. First, let's talk about how strong ancient Egypt was. Egypt was one of the most powerful advanced civilizations. They built huge monuments like the pyramids, created hieroglyphics writing, and made discoveries in medicine, mathematics, and even engineering. But while Egypt was a major power, they never tried to take over the entire world. They mostly focused on their land near the Nile River and parts of Africa and in the Middle East. But what if they had a bigger ambitions? What if they wanted to conquer the whole world? Let's imagine that a pharaoh, maybe someone like Ramses II or Thutmose III, decided that Egypt should conquer all other lands. They would have needed a stronger army, of course. And Egypt had one of the best armies at the time, using carts, archers, and soldiers with bronze weapons. But to take over the world, they have to expand beyond their borders. They would first start by taking over nearby areas like more of the Middle East, and then maybe parts of Europe like Greece and Rome. Imagine Egyptian armies marching into cities like Athens or Rome, planting the Egyptian flag over there. Now, what if Egypt succeeded in taking over most of the world? What would life be like? Well, for one, the whole world would probably look and feel more like Egypt. Instead of Roman temples or Greek statues, we would see Egyptian-style pyramids and monuments in every major city around the world. Hieroglyphics might have become the universal language, and we would be reading and writing in symbols today. Even the Egyptian religion, with gods like Ra, Osiris, or Isis, might have spread all over the globe. People everywhere could have been building temples to honor these gods, and ancient Egyptians' beliefs about the afterlife, like mummifications, might have become a worldwide tradition. Egypt was also known for its advancements in science, engineering, and medicine. They created some of the earliest forms of surgery, mathematics, and astronomy. If they had taken over the world, maybe these discoveries would have spread faster. And who knows, maybe the Egyptians would have invented things like the compass, the wheel, or even early forms of electricity long before other civilizations did. Their advanced knowledge in farming and irrigation, like how they used the Nile River to water crops, might have been used all over the world. It's possible that Egypt could have led to faster technological progress worldwide. Let's also think about culture. Egyptian art, clothing, and traditions might have influenced the entire world. Everyone would have worn linen robes and makeup just like the ancient Egyptians. Jewelry made from gold and precious stones would have seen everywhere. And art would feature more of the Egyptian style with lots of details and symbols. Festivals celebrating the Nile River, the flood season, or even honoring the pharaohs might have been a global event. Oh, and don't forget about the food. Bread and beer were the main diet in ancient Egypt. So imagine how food across the world would have changed if Egyptian custom ruled.
The law of debt. Ancient Egypt had a well-established system of debt and repayment. The law of debt ensured that individuals honored their financial obligations. Defaulting on loans or failing to repay debts could result in forced labor, or the seizure of property until the debt was settled.
Now, we can't forget about government and laws. In ancient Egypt, the pharaohs were seen as gods, kings, someone with total control over the land and its people. If Egypt had conquered the world, all countries might have had pharaohs ruling over them. Instead of presidents or kings, we would have had pharaohs leading each region.
The law of slavery. Slavery was an integral part of ancient Egyptian society. The law of slavery governed the rights and treatment of slaves. While slaves were considered property, this law prohibited their mistreatment, ensuring they were provided with basic necessities and protection from excessive abuse by their owners.
Also, Egypt had strict laws, and punishment could have been harsh.
The law of Ma'at. In ancient Egypt, the law of Ma'at was the foundation of the legal system. It emphasized the principles of truth, justice, and order. It mandated that individuals should treat one another with respect and fairness. Violators of this law were subjected to severe punishments, such as exile or even death.
If they ruled the world, the law in every country would be based on Egyptian rules. This would have changed how people lived their daily lives, from what jobs they had to how they pay taxes. So what if ancient Egypt had conquered the world? Well, the entire history of the world will look completely different. They might have not been Roman, Greek, or Persian empires. There wouldn't have been medieval knights or European kings and queens. The whole world could have been one giant Egyptian empire, with pharaohs ruling over different regions. Maybe by the time the modern world came around, we would still be using Egyptian architecture, laws, and culture in everyday life. And who knows, maybe Egypt would have led humanity into the space age much earlier with their focus on science and innovation. It's fascinating to think about what might have happened if ancient Egypt had conquered the world. The pyramids, the pharaohs, and their incredible knowledge could have shaped the world we live in today. But even though Egypt didn't conquer the globe, their influence is still felt today in art, science, and history. What do you think? Would the world be better or worse if Egypt had ruled everything? And let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more awesome what if scenarios. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.